have to think about it, it would be my mom, because she sacrificed and gave everything to make sure that myself and my brother were doing fine.
I'd have to say not somebody in specific, so I don't have a named person, but this company in particular, so at AVASK, I would say it's going to be more the fact that I see so many women in a higher position, so many women that are a part of senior leadership in the company, showing that there's kind of equal opportunities and a really good progression plan for women.
I think one of the things that's really important to mention is that at AVASK we have a really diverse workforce here, and we do have a lot of women who are in senior positions. So I think it's not good to focus particularly on one specific woman. We're a collective, as women are across, internationally. So I think it's good to focus on women as a collective rather than try to identify one individual person that would inspire me.
Probably the management team at AVASK. Everyone's amazing, everyone pulls together all the time, surrounded by some amazing women in the management team as well, which makes it even more better.
I think as a woman, it shows just how far we've come. Like, obviously speaking to older generations, you see that how things have changed in terms of how women are seen nowadays. In particular, sort of speaking from experience, like for myself to have been able to progress as a young woman in my career the way I have, kind of shows me just how kind of lucky I am that nowadays I am in the situation that I'm in.
I think International Women's Day to me is something that's quite close to my heart. I'm a member of the Women's Equality Party, so things like this I'm quite passionate about. And I think it's worth recognising all the achievements that we have, not just in the UK, but across the globe, and all the striving that we've done to get to where we are now.
I would say insist on high standards. I don't see a point in doing something if you're not going to do it properly, so just do everything the best you can and put your all into it.
So throughout my maternity leave, I was in regular contact with my manager. I also had kit days that supported me in back to work, and when I did come back to work full time, I was supported emotionally with leaving my child. Since then, I'm now enrolled in additional study, I'm doing a qualification within my job, and I feel more empowered than I ever have, and I'm in the best place in my career, whilst being a working mum.
I would say never give up. When I was looking for a role, it took me about 6 months to find the right one, and it was a stressful process, but at the end of the day I'm happy where I am, and it all allowed me to grow and be who I am today.
I think don't block yourself, really. It's just that whole idea of what it was in the past and how much you can achieve is sort of a thing of the past now. There are no boundaries to what you can achieve. It just takes hard work, it takes dedication, it takes a bit of time, but gender isn't a thing that affects you anymore.
I think I would always want to encourage women and young girls to aspire to follow their passions. The story that I was reflecting on the other day was when I was younger and I wanted to apply to go to grammar school, and my parents were told girls didn't do those exams. So I thought for a moment that I wouldn't have the academic career that I wanted because of rules that were put in place by a system. So I think that's something that I would always encourage young girls to think about. If someone says no, make sure you're asking, why are they saying no? Is this something that I can push on a little bit and to get to where I want to be? We're really lucky here that we encourage lots of development and training for all employees. So we always encourage women here to further develop themselves, which I think is something that's a really good thing to be promoting.
Impressions in childhood shape our personality throughout our lives. I would like to take this opportunity to encourage parents, mothers, and fathers to be good role models for their children and not to differentiate between girls and boys in terms of capacity and personal strength. What children learn at a young age is what they take with them throughout their lives. Encourage your daughters to dare to do anything they set as a goal. Tell them that they are beautiful as they are, and that their acceptance in society does not depend on their beauty or ideals of beauty, but on their actions that can create miracles. Their acceptance in society also does not depend on established norms that they have to accept. Create space for your children, whether girls or boys, to freely question certain circumstances and support them in following their instincts and understanding of right and wrong. Only in this way we can create a fair world for all children and later for women and men, as they are our future. As a woman in a leading position, I can encourage you to follow your goals, focus on the essentials, and never give up. Happy Women's Day.